Here is part of my small town of Belton in Missouri. I want to give you some tour around, but most important to share some few information about how you can be able to look for jobs when you go to these small towns, small cities, or overall everywhere. You can be able to do that. For those who do not know, you see the trees are changing their color. Now they are going to be a little bit of reddish, going to be purple. Then they'll be able to fall down the trees, and that is when we call the fall season, which is this time of the year. So we'll find out all the trees are dying. Welcome everyone, this is Ernest Boniface Makulilo EBM, and I welcome you to the EBM Scholars Show. So for those who do not know, I live in a small city called Belton, Missouri, United States. Belton is a little bit small town. When I say small, it has about 22 or 21,000 people. So this is one of the area which everything is brand new. For instance, there is Hobby Lobby is just one of the store. That is the academy over there. Those one are also brand new. This one was open as another kind of small restaurant. It was open 2020, mid of 2020. In front of that, there is the dental for dentists, the dental office. That dental office has been opened just like 3 months ago, I think, so far. So everything is brand new around here. And here, all these stores were opened in the middle between March to May 2019. All these were open around that time. This is Ross. Most of the clothing, Marshalls is also most like clothing and other things. It's very affordable, but the quality is different. And then there is Petco, is for the animals, pets. Party City, when you have a birthday party, all those kind of crazy things, they are there. Five Below is a store where everything inside that store is $5 and below. And then there is a fashion at the end over there. So those are some of the store. So if you want to get a job into this kind of store, there are different ways you can be able to do. I will go and talk about the other side of town, what we have on the other side. But over there we have another type of big stores, grocery stores, and other kind of store. So like I was saying, like later we'll be able to see all the leaves are going down, so we call falling of the leaves. You see some of the pieces of trees. So there are different ways, and I will be able to go closer so that you can be able to see what we mean. So one of the way you can go direct to the website of the company and check for the job advertisement. But if you go to the website direct, sometimes it might not talk to specific opportunities in this particular store. So let's say for me, I live not far from here, about walking distance. So if I live in a walking distance, in the end, you want to work on this one, you can come to the store. If you come to the store, inside the store, there will be a place written, we are hiring. So if we are hiring, that means you can be able to get your application form. It can be a paper application form. So if you find the paper application form, it means the application you will be applying for this particular store. So that is one of the ways. Apart from the website, what you need to do is to make sure that you go and apply direct to the website. Direct to the store. It means you are going to get the job direct from the people themselves. So they'll say we are hiring. I want to show you there are so many signs around, which is the most common thing here. How are you? Thank you. So for instance, you can be able to see here they say we are hiring. So there are different ways you can be able to do this one. You can scan there and apply, and they tell you here the starting job is $12 per hour. So that is one. So now they tell you they can now hiring 17-year-old, so they can be able to do that. So here they say you can apply online, but now if you come to here, you can be able to specifically go to apply for this one. If you come here, you do that barcode, or you go inside and then you get the barcode. I mean, you get the application form and be able to apply direct. So that is one of the way you can be able to do. And you can be able to see also here, there will be most of the stores, they say now hiring. So you can be able to do that, and that is one of the great way for you to be able to get the jobs. You go direct to the store. So almost these big stores, you go to Hobby Lobby. If I go there, you will see on this outside. You go to Target, it will be saying the same thing. Now we are hiring. So that is one of the way many people can be able to get a job. You go specific, and if you do that, most of the stores or the managers who have the authority to hire you, they can be able to go ahead and see how committed you are with the opportunities. So this is Ross. I don't want to go inside and start recording from the inside, and I don't want to show some people's face. That's why I put my camera up, so that I don't need to do that, to start recording people without their permission. So I have to be careful with that. I just want myself, I don't want someone to record me in that way. So almost if we go to all these stores, they will be having something similar. Before I go to another way on how you can be able to apply for a job, but this is one of the ways. You'll be able to see now hiring. So similar thing here. You see, you are on our wish list, now hiring. You see, so if you go there, you can be able to also to apply. Yeah. So one of the things you needed to know, sometimes some of the stores are owned by a bigger company which own, like, so for instance, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, Sierra, Home Sense, whatever, are all the part of the TJX Maxx, whatever family. So you can be able to do that. So you can apply direct online, but if you go inside here, they'll be able to get the application forms. They'll be inside direct. They're not here, but usual there is the table with application forms. They'll be able to see there. So go direct to the job and just go and apply direct. So that is one of the ways you can be able to do. Is a quick way also. Some of the jobs they post also the amount of money they are paying. This is for the Petco, for the so we'll be able to see they'll be able to see they'll be able to say if they're hiring. Okay, now there are no positions. Okay, so whatever it is, but usually they have to post if they're hiring in that way. Okay, let me quickly go. Part City, there are so many costumes behind that door. I don't want to record there, but there is a sign of now also we are hiring. Also, there is a sign there. You will be able to see on that store. This one, which I said is called the 5 Below. The 5 Below also will be able to say hiring party Saturday, November 6th from 1 to 5 p.m. So you'll be able to do that. You'll be able to come here. That day they'll be hiring on site. So this is I just want to show you one of the ways of getting the jobs. If you're brand new, you can work as long as they've written they're hiring. You don't need your, okay, I'm here. I saw the sign that you are hiring. Where are the forms? So that I can be able to apply. You can be able to contact them, and then they can give the form. Most of the time, they will be having the paper application which you can be able to use them and apply directly. So that is number one way. Number two way, obviously, which I recommend for many people if you are coming here as a newer person, is to go to what we call staffing agents. So what happens is there are so many companies here, they don't want to deal with the human resources issues. They don't want to deal with the payroll. They don't want to deal with the someone benefits, someone is going to leave. They don't want to deal with that craziness. What do? They hire staffing agents, want someone to come to clean here, want someone to come to work at this warehouse. We are paying you $20. So that company, what it's going to do is going to find people like you, like me. Then they say we're paying $18 or we're paying $15. So each hour I'm getting paid $15, the 5 on top of that is going to them. Or can it be 8 depending on the negotiation they are having with the other company. So that is the staffing agents. You don't need to be upset how much money they're making out of your head. You do not know, because it's the agreement of how much per hour is between them, staffing agents, and the company, and then the company, the staffing agents, and you. That is the separate contract. So if they negotiate for $30 per hour and then they come to pay you 20 or 15, if you find out, you don't need to be upset, because that is illegal. It's allowed to be done that way. So there is no problem at all if they do that way. So don't get upset with that kind of something like that happens. Okay. So what you need to do is to go to the staffing agents. There is one staffing agent from here. I mean, because we are in the small town, we don't have a lot of staffing agents here. We have like how many? I don't know, like in town you have 2 or 3, the one I know. So you go there, you apply. They'll do a little bit of drug test. They'll make sure that you have the basic skills, what is needed. Then they don't care much about your education in most cases, unless otherwise the job specifically wants someone, because most of the staffing agents, they are doing the normal minimum wage general job. So it's not like the technical job, you must be IT specialist. It might be like doing something in the warehouse, kind of that, or cleaning. So you need to have the basic knowledge, and they can train you for 1 or 2 days before you go to do that way. So those one are the quickest ways to get the job, because the staffing agents must find a job for you so that they can get money. So you don't need to worry about interviews. If they interview you or they go to do the review of your resume and make sure that you don't use anything, you don't have any bad background, and you are good, someone quick learner, there is no other interview from there. You'll be pressed direct to the company. This is different from the other companies which they are looking job for you. Then they are going to find you to go to the interview, and you're going to do the interview for that. That is different from recruiting agents. These are not recruiting agents, they are staffing agents. They are going to give you the job direct. So that is how it is. So there is one not far from here. If I walk, is about 10-15 minutes, I think, from here where I am. So if you are brand new, that is the way I recommend to start with. If you want, you are okay, you can be working with other staffing agents, and you can be applying for other staffing agents. There is no requirement, or there is no bad thing that if you go to another staffing agents, they will be upset. No. As long as you can move from one job to another. But don't start like accepting the job and you know for sure you don't like it. Just tell them, I'm not interested with that one. Sometimes with the staffing agents, you can also have your own requirements that I prefer maybe a job within 10 minutes drive or 15 minutes driving from where I am. So over there, I mean, here we still live in the country, kind of. So you see, like, this is Belton, but you see, like, there are farms inside here. Yeah. So over there we have grocery stores. Here they are building new apartments here. Yeah, so there are so many other stores over there. Then if you go further, there is Target, there is Walmart, there is Home Depot, there is Lowe's, there is Sam's Club. All those stores, they are just in that side. Just like 5 minutes drive or 3 minutes drive from here, you can be able to find almost everything is there. So I'm turning around to start going back home. So the second way of getting jobs is to apply through the staffing agents. That is the second way. The first way, I said, you can just go direct and apply. That one. And I'm talking about most likely the jobs which you want to start the life. Not you have been here for a longer time and you start going there. Yeah. Then after that, the first job you go, you apply direct to the store or to the company. You go by walk in. We are hiring, sign is there. And then the second one, you can just go to the staffing agents. The third one, obviously, you have to apply online. So there are so many websites you can be able to find the jobs online. So let me start with the easy one. The most common one we use, Indeed. Indeed.com, www.indeed.com, INDEED.com. So when you are going to Indeed, first of all, don't start looking for very professional jobs if you are brand new in America. You can find general labor. You can find it like that way. Or you can write the search word, you can find warehouse. Or you can find the job, I'm giving you an example, data entry. So you can put the specific name or just like general labor kind of things. You can create how many miles you want to go. Then they will be able to find you the jobs which are available in that particular area. So Indeed is the biggest is one among the biggest. There are so many sites. Then apart from Indeed, INDEED, I don't prefer Craigslist. I'm going to put this website on this video. Craigslist is another website. As I said, these are brand new. So almost everything is brand new. It is a small town. So Craigslist is another website. Over there you can find so many things, and one is you can be able to find jobs. So when you're finding jobs there, you can find general labor, whatever. But for me, I don't consider Craigslist as a more professional job looking, but if you can be able to look at it, you can be able to get the jobs on Craigslist too. They are posting every single day. There is another like simplyhired.com. It's just typical like Craigslist, just like Indeed. There are so many other websites you can be able to do that. Yes, so this is a brand new one, as I said. It is just, less than 3 months has been opened, this one. There was nothing, it was just plain grass, whatever. Someone bought it. So all these areas you see, lot, acres, whatever, they are selling them. They expect people to build something here. But on this side, you can put a commercial. On that side, you can see they're allowed to put apartments and the offices, dental offices. Over there, behind it, there is a big Menards. Menards, if you go, is just like a big store for construction. So if you want to buy fridge, you want to buy the door, you want to buy construction stuff, they're on Menards over there. If you start the job, they start with $14 around that way, and you can be able to do that. So this one, it is here, I think, like 4 years now, I think. It's not that old still, but it's newish in one way or another. Yeah, so if you go after Menards, you can be able to see there is a red sign at the end. I don't know if you'll be able to see. From the green, big green, there is a tiny, long up red sign. That red sign is Target. That is where Target is. Target doesn't pay a lot. Depends for how long, if you have been there for quite some time. Yes, you're going to be getting paid well, but if you are going just to start as a brand new staff for the normal general stocking stuff in the shelf and everything, that is, you cannot get much of the money on that one. It will be about $12, $13, I think. But if you get like on Amazon, Amazon will be able to give you, starting Amazon, regardless of whatever the position, it will be at least $15. That's the minimum nationwide. Then it changes from state to state, city to city. It can be 18, 19, whatever, all those. Cricket is a phone company. The good thing about Cricket is a nanny contract. So if you're an international student or you're brand new here, you don't want to use the phone and you don't want to use such a contract, that is my first phone. The second phone I used in US was Cricket company. Yeah, so I use the Cricket for that particular purpose. Yeah, so that is the third way on how you can get a job. So the first one, again, if we can review quick way, we said the first one, you go direct to the store. The second one, you go to the staffing agents. The third one, you just apply online. So those are the big ways you can be able to do that. Some of the other ways, you can be going to the job fair. There are some of the job fair, they hire you right away. So the day you go to apply, the same day you get hired if they are going to do quick on that way. So job fair is another good way to get jobs or to start getting interesting for the jobs. It is a very good one. That is another way. But apart from website, just overall the search jobs, you can be also going direct to the website of the specific company. You can be going, for instance, you want to work at Amazon, you go to Amazon.com, you find the careers. You want to apply for the Apple company, you go direct to the website. So on the website, there are two websites. There is a search engine website, and there is a specific website for that particular company. And you go for the place called careers, and you can be able to do that. Belton Family Dental Clinic, Dental Care, wherever, that is where our dentist is. For myself, Marie, my wife, Claire, Benedict, Faustina, we all do our dental here, the dental office. So that is something else you needed to look at. So when we say about driving truck, this one is also considered as a driving truck. So also those ones, they pay a lot, they pay very good, but if you are within the state, it's not much more compared if you are out of the state. You go cross country from one bigger state to another very far away, because they'll be counting through miles, things of that nature. Yeah, so this is a little bit what I was trying to explain today. So if you have any question, let me know. The purpose is to keep updating each and every one for the opportunities around, for the things we'll be able to consider or to start the life when you go. But again, myself, my advice for so many people is to find a way to go to get into smaller or not expensive states. I will make again another video to show you different states and what makes one state more expensive than the other. And there is no like if you live in the bigger state, you are more American than the other. You will just be more stressful than the other person. Being in New York doesn't make you so cool, no. Especially like we are immigrants, sometimes we get used, oh, I'm in New York, I'm in Chicago, I'm in San Diego, I'm in LA. So what if you are stressed out, you cannot afford? The point is not being in the US, being in New York. The point is to reach your goals. You are not rushing, you are not fighting, you are not competing with anybody. It's your life. So that is the sign of welcome to Belton sign. Yeah. There are people like to have a lot of family trips. They have to buy the motorhome like that one. That one, yeah, it is just like nearby the cost of the house. It can be $100,000 US. I saw one, it was like 150 or 200. Man, that was a full house. It was like this, like twice bigger than this one. So people like to use this one for traveling, and especially when you get older, you prefer more to have this one. You go just to enjoy. This is kind of like many people, if you have the opportunity, you go and use it. Okay, so okay, let me end up my video now here, and then I will show another part.